Hey guys, what's going on? It is Chris here. We are looking ahead to today's slate for the 21st of April. Hopefully, you guys all had a pretty good weekend and a pretty good Easter as well. Like I said, if you guys do celebrate it, if you guys do go ahead and like the video, leave a like. I definitely do appreciate it. Helps out quite a bit. And also, if you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button as well. We post almost every single day for you guys. NBA, Fanduel Lineup Advice videos, MLB price picks, NBA price picks, and also MLB Fanduel as well. So, yeah, if you guys can hit that subscribe button, definitely would help me out quite a bit. So, anyway, it was a pretty good night last night for us for premiums. Scored at 268.5. And if you're wondering, excuse me, if you're wondering how, like I said, I play single entry tournaments that are about 20 or less people, and that's the best way to play, and that's how you can win money because some of the top dogs sometimes they don't score good, and sometimes you don't need a crazy lineup to score. 268 won me $900, so um, definitely will take that. If you guys want to come join us for a premium, like I said, it's only $15 for the entire playoffs. That's literally less than dinner for the night. So, and we've won over $1,000 in the last 2 days, 400 last night, 900 tonight. So, why not come join us, guys? We also got NBA. MLB, $20 per month, two lineups per day for that. Like I said, the NBA playoffs. If you guys want that, um, it's gonna be two lineups as well. Sometimes only one, but I will definitely let you know since sometimes there's only two games. Price picks by itself is only $20. NBA and MLB. Like I said, we're still doing that. Haven't been promoted it in a couple days, but like I said, still doing pretty good. Our models are still putting up some pretty good ones. If you guys want to come join us for a day pass, it's going to be $9 for two lineups or $5 for one. Like I said, $15 for the playoffs is a lot cheaper. We also do post free ones. Follow us on Twitter, Chris NBA1. It will be in the comment section as well for you guys. Like I said, give us a follow while you're there. If you want in on premium or free ones, just message us. We'll give you guys a follow as well, and we'll get you guys all set up. And like I said, if you guys get signed up, we'll get you guys in for today's lineups. All right, so yeah, like I said, nice little $900 win last night. Some pretty good games. Let's go look at today's slate. We got the Pistons and the Knicks at 221, and the Knicks by 6.5. So we did see a an uptick here for it was what 123, 113 or around there. Sorry, don't quote me on that, but it was an uptick here for Detroit. Kate Cunningham once again here at 10-3. It's a slight hard matchup for him. He had six turnovers. Um, he's going to be the main guy there. Is he worth the 10-3? I'm not sure on today's slate, maybe in some GPPs, but I think there could be some other options out there. Speaking of one of them, Jalen Brunson's only 8,800, and he had 47.4. His usage rate is massive as well. One of the main guys, I would rather go Brunson, but maybe in GPPs, you go Kate Cunningham, depending on ownership leverage. Um, Another guy you could maybe look at is Dennis Schroeder. Only played 25 minutes. Didn't really do much. 8-3 and 1-2. So 5-1's a little expensive for me, but we saw I literally had Moody and I won $900. So Schroeder, like I said, if he gets you maybe 21, 22, that's awesome. But they just don't need him. He's not really an offensive guy. You know what I'm saying? So they got Miles McBride probably going to be coming off the bench. Not going to be playing a ton here. And then you got Mikal Bridges only at $6,500. Really didn't do much against Detroit. I could see a slight rebound for 25 to 30 from him, so I think 65 is a little cheap. I know he's a pure shooter, but at 6'5", I could see him. Could see him popping off. Azor Thompson only played 22 minutes, had three turnovers. Um, you could look at some of these cheap guys for Detroit. Tim Hardaway had 23.9. If they're going to stay in these games, they need Tim Hardaway to shoot the ball. And Tim Hardaway used to play for the Knicks as well, so maybe a little extra incentives there. Moving on to the small forward position, we got Josh Hart. I really do like him again at 7,700. Only had 31.4, 29 minutes, but the reason why is because he only played, 8 minutes in the first half. Um, and he still had 31.4. So I'm going back to Josh Hart. OG Anunoby looked really, really aggressive in a good way there against Detroit. 23, 7, 2, and 5 steals. Don't think he's going to do that crazy again, but I mean, he's going to be one of the main guys for Detroit. Detroit's one of the looser defenses out there that are in the playoffs. So like I said, these guys are all priced pretty dang good. If you're going a little bit of a GPP, Tobias Harris only had 13 shots, but made the most of it, 25, 6, and 2. I don't like picking Harris too much, but maybe you can put him in there, but I just don't like him here. Maybe if you're there at home, but I'm not. Yeah, it's a little different on this one. Same thing with Malik Beasley. He's a pure shooter, but is he gonna get you 34? I don't know. He might, like I said, GPP for sure. Gonna have to go with a couple of these guys since there's only two games. Um, Isaiah Stewart may not play in this one. Harris might get a couple more extra minutes. Jalen Duran just did not look good. He might rebound here, but it's gonna be hard for him. I think he can still probably, if especially if Stewart's out, get you a couple extra minutes as well. He might get you 34 to 35. But like I said, if Pistons are going to be anything, Jalen Duran has to pick it up. Towns, I picked him last game, 10-1, man. He popped off 61.7. Solid night for Towns at 10-1. I'd probably pick him if you're going over Cade and straight up cash games. But like I said, Jalen Duran, I think, could be a very interesting option at 7,000, especially if Stewart's out. I know Stewart doesn't really affect him a lot, but it's a couple extra rebounds for him. All right, the Clippers and Denver's our last one. We have a 217 and a 1.5 by the Clippers. So this one went to overtime last time. Denver did win 112 to 110, and it was a pretty good game. So, and I think this is a good spot for the Clippers. Like kind of like Detroit, it's a little bit of a up pace for them. Clippers do have a little bit better team than Detroit does, obviously. So you got James Harden again at 9-7. I would probably pick him over Brunson just because I expect it to be a little bit more competitive. If you're trying to be a little bit different, maybe Brunson outscores Harden. Another guy I don't mind looking at is Jamal Murray. The dude shot 20 times against the Clippers, 21, 9, and 7, 42.3 last time out. Shooting 20 times at 8,300. Like I said, don't mind him. And another guy, Russell Westbrook, coming off the bench. He's known for the playoffs. We saw how he did 34.1 at 6,300. Didn't shoot the ball great at all, but still had 34.1. We know how Russell is sometimes. So, like I said, I really don't mind him off the bench. 4,700 for Dunn could be okay, but foul trouble. Still got 30 minutes. So, I mean, if he's going to play, 25, 30 minutes or 35 minutes and still get four fouls, why not put the dude in there? He's $4,700. So really don't mind looking at him as one of your cheaper options since there's really not a ton of good cheap options out here tonight. I mean, Bogdanovich played 12 minutes. Maybe they play him here more. Norman Powell did not shoot the ball well. Like I was kind of telling you guys, he's like that wild card. Is he going to pop off or not? But like I said, last little bit, he's been struggling. He had a little bit of an injury going on, so I think it's bothering him still. You got Christian Brown here at 6,200. Played 45 minutes, only had 22 points, but like I said, if he's going to play, 38, 40 minutes at 6,200, put me in. Put me in, coach. So I really don't mind looking at Christian Brown. Like I said, I'll look at ownership. Might be a little bit lower owned than some of those other guys, so that might be a good spot. Michael Porter, is he going to bounce back? Is he not going to bounce back? Dude shot four times, I think. 3 points, four rebounds. That was it. 6.8. I expect him to rebound, but do I need him? There's so many guys in that mid range that are around 6 or 7,000. I don't know if I need him. So that's kind of what we're looking at there. Maybe deep GPP Derek Jones if you're playing tournaments. Play 24 minutes at 17.8. Like I said, don't need anything crazy sometimes here in the playoffs. Kawhi Leonard, though, at 92, another good guy. I would rather have Harden, but like I said, Leonard's in a pretty dang good spot. And then the big question is, do you spend up for Jokic again? I don't think you need to. 67, 8, yeah, that's massive, but with not that much value out there, it's hard to plug that dude in there unless something happens. So, if not, like I said, you got Zubac at 8,500. You talked about it all year how Denver is against the interior, 21, 13, and 2 for Zubac with a 40.6, 8,500. So, um, yeah, really don't mind that. I would love to get Jokic, but he's not a must need in this one. So, let's go plug in some people. Like I said, I really do like James Harden. I think he should be your main cash game. Brunson's probably my pivot. Only in tournaments. I do like Harden overall, but Brunson could pop. Same thing with Murray. He shot 20 times. I still think he's going to get you about 35 to 38. Westbrook's all right at 6,300. And like I said, Chris Dunn, if he's going to play 30, 35 minutes, he's not that great, but he still might get you 20, 23 fantasy points. Don't really care for anyone else down there. Shooting guard, Norman Powell, like I said, he is your GPP. Just like I said, his shots is kind of off right now. You got Powell, Bridges, Brown, and Malik Beasley. Oh man, if I had to pick one, probably go Powell or Bridges. Um, Sorry, Powell or Brown. Sorry, because Brown plays so many minutes. Yeah, he's not the main guy out there, but if he gets some rebounds, couple assists, and steals, those things add up. All they need is 25 to 28 from the guy. So don't mind that. Tim Hardaway is probably the lowest I would go down here in tournaments only. Um, Small forward, like I said, if you can get Kawhi in there, I don't mind him, but is he a must-have? No. I really don't mind Josh Hart. I think he rebounds for 35 to 40 in this one. Like I said, he's one of the fresher ones, played 29 minutes only last time out. And like I said, Powell's probably my favorite. Michael Porter is probably going to be your GPP guy. He's probably going to be really, really, really low owned since he had 3 or 4 fancy points. But, he's a professional, so I could see him rebounding here. Not the biggest fan of Tobias Harris. Say Christian Brown, I like Malik Beasley, Tim Hardaway. One guy maybe in the deepest of deepest tournaments, Nicholas Batum, and the only reason I say that is because he played 23 minutes. Like I said, this is if you're straight, 150 lineups, you got him in one lineup. That's mostly all that is. Power forward position, like I said, I really don't mind OG Anunoby, especially if Gordon's out. I think that's going to have to help out. Porter, okay, it looks like he's going to play. And also, Aaron Gordon did pop off as well. That's another guy I forgot to mention at 6,000. I really don't mind looking at him. And then at the center position, like I said, Towns is probably my favorite overall. Zubac's probably my safest cash game. Jalen Duran's probably my boomer bust, the guy that's going to pop off or he's going to suck. And then Jokic is obviously Jokic. So that's kind of what we're looking at, guys. So once again, I appreciate you guys all watching. Like I said, only $15 for the playoffs, literally less than dinner. Why not? It's 2.5 weeks worth, less than $1 a day. Literally won 900 tonight, won 400 last night. Showing you guys screenshots every day of us winning. So, you guys may not win like this, but like I said, even if you guys go put in 20, $30, you're still going to win 50, 60 on lineups like this. So, like I said, to get in, check out our Twitter. That will be in the comment section below for you guys. Chris Anthony NBA1. We have our free lineups and our premium ones over there for you guys. Once you're there, like I said, give us a follow. We'll follow you guys back, message us, say, hey, we'd love to get in on premium or free lineups, and we'll get you guys all set up. And we have multiple ways for you guys to get signed up. So, yeah, $15 for the first 2 rounds. MLB is $20 for per month. So, once again, thank you for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you found the information um, helpful, I guess, leave a like. I appreciate it. And we'll see you guys in the next one. All right, guys, once again, I appreciate it. And you guys all have a pretty good week.